Hey guys, I'll make this video really short, cause number one, I look like shit, and number two, I don't have much storage, and number three, like this light that I'm using is killing me. Basically, really quickly, I wanted to say something about this abortion stuff that's going on, cause I don't know why it's an argument. First, I was kind of like, okay, um, I don't agree with this. Children need to live, but then I was like, wait a minute. I have a lot of female friends, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm a guy, so female perspective is what counts. And, that's basically the whole point. And I just wanted to say something really quickly. A little bit of a, kind of a, what's the word? Not analysis, but like an example, if you will, about the whole men making laws about women's body thing. Like, I stand for you ladies. When I become, when I build up a name and people start to know who I am, I'm going to be an activist for that type of situation, to the best of my abilities. Of course, I wouldn't want to make laws about a woman's body because that's ridiculous. But I would want to be an activist and I would want to assist women in that area. As far as, like, with the abortion situation, with the breastfeeding in public, with this stupid law that they're trying to put forth that with consent cannot be withdrawn. It's like, oh, okay, so rape is legal now. But no, basically what I was going to say is the whole thing about men making laws about women's bodies is absurd, because the way that I see it is this. Hypothetically speaking, we were living in the 80s, okay? And, or the 70s or whatever, around the era that anybody from the Titanic would still be alive. And you were an interviewer, and you were conducting an interview on people who had experienced that moment. What was that night like? What was that situation? How did that person feel? How did those people feel? The ones that survived, obviously. How did they feel? What was going through their mind at the time? Just the full story, the actual truth. Was the movie correct? Well, the movie wasn't out at that time, but is it correct? That people could have been saved, and from what has been said, yes, there could have been way more people on the boats to be saved. Anyway, would you go to somebody who had been on that Titanic, and this is just for the lawmakers of this abortion situation and other things pertaining to women's bodies? Would you, and this is to my male friends, this is to anybody who is in opposition or pro-life, would you go to somebody who's done extensive research on the Titanic? Because you can always do research yourself. Or would you go to somebody who was on that ship at that time? Catch my drift? So you would go to somebody on the Titanic who had been on the Titanic because because they've experienced it, because they were on it, because they were there at that time. Nobody would know it better than them and other people that were on the boat at that time. This situation with women and their bodies and the abortion situation and all of that is a big ass boat. And I'm sorry, but fellas, we're not on it. The only way that we can be on that boat, and the only way that we can be on it is to support it. This is an AB conversation, and frankly, we need to see the fuck out. Honestly. Like, this is not something that we need to be in on. And I really, really would like to say to women that I take my hats off to you, not literally because my hairline is awful, but in all seriousness, I take my hat off to you guys for not completely wiping men out to begin with, not genociding them to begin with. It's very convenient. It could have been done. Probably should have been done. Because this is ridiculous. It's utter ridiculousness. So, in conclusion, I just want to say that you women are awesome. You're beautiful. You are strong. Men cannot live a day in your shoes. Keep pushing forward. Keep fighting. Keep staying strong. Keep defending yourselves. Keep speaking out. Keep posting. Just keep on pushing. Do not give up. So that's just my little TED talk on that. But I love you guys, and happy Sunday to you. Love, peace, and chicken grease, darlings.